When the sun goes down, some cities don't just party, they confess every secret in neon and sweat. From polished playgrounds of wealth to raw street markets of vice, these places trade morals for money without blinking. In this countdown, we reveal the 15 most sinful nightlife cities. You won't believe who's at the top. Let's start with a city that coils around you like a neon serpent. Number 1. Bangkok, Thailand. Bangkok grabs the top spot like a neon cobra ready to strike. This city of over 10 million pulses with lights, music, and temptations that flicker until dawn. Reputation score: off the charts, a blazing 9.5/10 for wild nights that dare you to misbehave. The notorious districts, Patpong, Nana Plaza, Soy Cowboy, throb with clubs, go-go bars, and curious alleyways. You'll find rooftop lounges kissing the sky, sweaty underground clubs pounding EDM, and street bars pouring cheap chong like there's no last call. They say Bangkok never sleeps, and they mean it. Party hours often hit 24/7, with 4 a.m. last calls an easy fiction. Alcohol flows freely. Thailand ranks among Asia's highest for per capita beer consumption. Drugs are whispered about in back alleys, though cops play both strict and shady, raiding one night and winking the next. Adult entertainment is a whole industry. Sleazy for some, dazzling for others, where pole dancers spin like silk ribbons in a breeze. Tourism feeds it all, millions flying in for bachelor parties and full moon hangovers. Costs range from $1 for street drinks to hundreds for VIP bottle service. Local culture is strangely tolerant, a Buddhist shrug that says, "Up to you." As one traveler put it, Bangkok isn't a city, it's an appetite. But watch out, crime can haunt drunken corners, and even the temples seem to stare. Next up is a city that sells sin with a smile, but with rules that bite when you cross the line. Number 2. Las Vegas, USA. Las Vegas doesn't whisper, it shouts in neon. With over 650,000 residents but 40 million tourists a year, it's a beast built to party. Reputation score: a shiny September 3rd 10. They call it Sin City without blinking, and the famous strip is its pulsing heart. Imagine megaclubs that swallow 5,000 people, casinos glowing like treasure chests, and pool parties with DJs blasting beats while champagne showers the crowd. This city never says, "Closing time." Bars run 24/7, with booze sold at dawn like it's midday. Nevada boasts one of America's highest alcohol consumption rates, proof in every flashing cocktail sign. Drugs: there's a hush-hush vibe, not as open as some places, but rumors swirl behind velvet ropes. Strip clubs sprawl along industrial roads, promising adult fun and legal, but well-regulated packages. Cops are strict but know the dance, busting the rowdiest while letting the cash flow. Vegas survives on tourism like a desert plant drinking rare rain, with visitors dropping $500 to $5,000 a night in clubs alone. Local culture shrugs, saying, "What happens here, stays here." As one performer bragged, "We sell dreams by the hour." But look closer. Crime sometimes stalks the alleys, and even the brightest signs cast long shadows. Up next, a city where sin drips slow and sweet, wrapped in canals and smoky cafes. Number 3. Amsterdam, Netherlands. Amsterdam tempts like a polite devil in a tailored coat. Home to nearly 900,000, its reputation score burns at 9.1/10, because here, sin is legal, tidy, and sold with a wink. The red light district glows like a Christmas display gone wild, windows lit with performers in sultry poses. Beyond that, coffee shops waft the scent of legal cannabis into cobbled lanes, selling to tourists who giggle at the easy rules. Nightlife variety is stunning. 200+ clubs and bars, techno temples that thump till 6 a.m., cozy brown cafes, sleek rooftop lounges. Alcohol flows steady but not sloppy. Dutch drink less per capita than the US but savor it all the same. Drug availability? Legal weed, sure, but harder stuff sits behind closed doors, whispered about but not flaunted. Adult entertainment? Red light tours, peep shows, classy burlesque joints, all regulated with Dutch efficiency. Cops here watch calmly, enforcing laws without drama. Crime rates in nightlife zones hover at moderate levels, mostly pickpocketing. Tourism pumps billions into the city, with bachelor parties and curious wanderers paying 10 to 100 euros for fun that feels both safe and scandalous. Local culture smiles, shrugs, and says, "As long as you behave." As one guide quipped, Amsterdam sells freedom like cheese. But behind those canals and lantern-lit windows, another city waits, wilder and sweatier, where carnival masks hide raw, unfiltered sin. Number 4. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Rio seduces like a samba dancer twirling in sequins under hot lights. This city of over 6 million flashes a reputation score of 9.0/10, built on sweat, beats, and just enough danger to keep your heart racing. Lapa is its wildest stage, famous for neon arches and street parties that swallow thousands. Copacabana and Ipanema aren't just beaches, they're nightclubs without walls, where caipirinhas cost as little as $2 and strangers become friends in seconds. Nightlife here is loud and proud. Funky bars, sizzling samba houses, DJ megaclubs pulsing till 6 a.m. Alcohol flows like the Amazon itself. Brazil ranks high in per capita consumption, with beer and cachaca powering the crowd. Drugs swirl in whispered offers on busy corners, while cops dance between strict crackdowns and crooked deals. Adult entertainment? Plenty. Strip clubs and street-level love for hire, legal in shades of gray. Crime? Watch your pockets, because the wrong turn can sting. Some areas clock high assault rates after dark. Tourism feeds Rio's party soul, drawing millions for Carnival alone. A 5-day explosion of feathers and flesh that breaks rules with a grin. Locals live with a bright permissiveness, a cultural shrug that says, "Tudo bem, it's all good." As one carioca boasts, Rio doesn't sleep. It dreams with its eyes open. But the next city on our list? It doesn't dream at all. It raves with cold, steely precision. Number 5. Berlin, Germany. Berlin is the dark cathedral of club culture, humming like a giant electric heart. With 3.6 million people, it earns a reputation score of 8.9/10. Less flashy than Vegas, but deeper, stranger, almost ritualistic. Kreuzberg and Friedrichshain are its playgrounds, where graffiti marks the walls like battle flags and door policies guard secrets like dragons. Berghain looms largest, the world's most notorious club, with 72-hour parties where techno hammers like a blacksmith on steel. The variety is insane. Smoky basement bars, sleek cocktail lounges, outdoor raves in abandoned factories. Official closing times? Berlin laughs. Clubs here don't close, they pause. Germans drink around 100 liters of beer per person yearly, making steins clink like church bells. Drugs flow in a hush-hush way, party pills and powders behind bathroom doors, with police staying pragmatic unless trouble breaks out. Adult entertainment lives here too, but subtle. Private clubs, fetish events, strip bars tucked behind unmarked doors. Crime can bite late at night, mostly pickpockets or scuffles, but locals keep an eye out. Tourists, they pour in, fueling a billion-euro nightlife economy, paying €10 to €50 covers just to get judged at the door. Locals call it poor but sexy, a city that seduces without caring if you're watching. As one DJ said, Berlin doesn't party, it transforms. Next is a city where rules fall away completely, and sin becomes the main attraction, lit by 1,000 neon signs. Number 6. Pattaya, Thailand. Pattaya hits you like a neon tidal wave, roaring with a reputation score of 8.8/10. Home to around 120,000 people but visited by millions each year, this city is a carnival that forgot to close. Walking Street is the star. Half a mile of flashing lights, pounding bass, and bars stacked side by side like dominoes ready to fall. Go-go clubs, beer bars, rooftop lounges, even cabaret shows that twist gender into an art form. It's all here, open until 4 a.m. or whenever you give up. Alcohol? Flowing like a river in monsoon season, with local beers under $3 and buckets of cocktails for the brave. Drug offers hiss from dark corners. Nothing official, but whispers pass like secrets. Adult entertainment? Pattaya owns it, with over 1,000 bars and clubs where dancers turn flirtation into a living. Cops? A strange mix of strict busts and quiet winks, letting the scene breathe so long as it pays. Tourism isn't just big, it's everything. From sunburnt bachelor parties to retirees chasing youth, they all feed the machine, spending $20 to $200 a night on pleasures that would shock their grandmas. Locals wear an open, permissive smile. Up to you, they say. As one old expat joked, Pattaya isn't a city, it's a theme park for grown-ups. But next, we hit an island that turns sin into pure music, where the party never stops unless the sun rises to shame you. Number 7. Ibiza, Spain. Ibiza hits like a lightning bolt trapped in a bottle. With only 150,000 people but millions who fly in every summer, it earns a reputation score of 8.7/10. Think of San Antonio's Sunset Strip, a living carnival of neon bars, foam parties, and beach clubs that roar until 6 a.m. or later. The island's heartbeat is electronic. Giant clubs like Pasha, Amnesia, and Ushuaia swallow 5,000 dancers at a time under lasers and pounding bass. Alcohol? Everywhere, with €10 beers and €20 cocktails draining wallets and fears alike. Spain's relaxed drinking culture keeps the taps flowing. Drugs? Whispers of party pills and powders sneak through the lines at superclubs, though cops crack down hard when they catch it. Adult entertainment here is subtle but present, with private shows and dancers who flirt like pros without bearing at all. Crime. Mostly pickpockets and scams. The classic tourist traps. Police. Firm but fair, protecting the scene without strangling it. Tourism isn't just an industry, it's a religion here, with visitors dropping 100 to 300 euros a night to live out fantasies under the Balearic moon. Locals are famously chill, shrugging, "Es Ibiza, amigo." As one DJ put it, Ibiza isn't a party. It's a fever dream. But just wait, the next city doesn't glow under starlight. It simmers in shadows where jazz, ghosts, and sin all share a drink. Number 8. New Orleans, USA. New Orleans doesn't hide its mischief. It parades it like beads on Bourbon Street. With around 370,000 residents, it flashes a reputation score of 8.6/10. The French Quarter is its beating heart, a riot of neon signs, brass bands, and balconies that drip with partygoers like overripe fruit. Bars here don't close early, some don't close at all, and you can legally carry your drink in a plastic cup while wandering beneath gas lamps older than the Civil War. Nightlife is a gumbo of jazz dives, voodoo-themed bars, drag shows, and smoky blues joints where the music feels alive. Alcohol consumption? Among the highest in the USA, with hurricanes and hand grenades that hit harder than their candy-colored looks suggest. Drugs? Less open, but locals whisper about it with a wink. Adult entertainment is thick on bourbon, with strip clubs advertising live girls in buzzing neon. Crime? Watch your wallet, it's not the safest after midnight, with petty theft and brawls adding edge to the fun. Cops stroll the quarter but keep things moving unless you cross a line. Tourism feeds this city like the Mississippi feeds the Gulf, with Mardi Gras alone drawing over 1 million visitors. Locals call it the Big Easy, grinning as if it's a secret. As one old-timer crooned, New Orleans doesn't party. It haunts you. Next up, a border town where sin is sold cheap, fast, and without apology. Number 9. Tijuana, Mexico. Tijuana is a border town carnival with no breaks. With over 2 million people, it posts a reputation score of 8.5/10. A wild magnet for visitors crossing from California looking for fast thrills. The notorious Zona Norte is the star, glowing red with neon cantinas, strip clubs, and glass front rooms selling fantasies by the minute. This isn't subtle nightlife. It's raw, loud, and cheap enough to shock even the bold. Variety is the name of the game. Pulsing dance clubs, live rock dives, taco stands open till sunrise. Party hours don't really end. Bars stay busy till 3 a.m., but after-hours joints keep the music going. Beer flows like water at under $2 a bottle, while tequila shots go for less than a bus ride. Drug talk drifts in hushed tones, available if you know the right door, but risky. Adult entertainment is open, legal in designated areas but policed with shifting strictness. Crime. That's the price of the ticket. Petty theft and scams are routine, and fights break out when drinks flow too freely. Police play a watchful, sometimes crooked game. Arrests can feel arbitrary. Tourism is Tijuana's lifeblood, with over 20 million crossings a year feeding the nightlife economy. Locals shrug, saying, "Así es Tijuana." As one bar owner laughed, Tijuana doesn't party. It sells you your sins with a handshake. But the next city on the list? It's a bustling capital where sin hides behind smiles and tropical nights hum with secrets. Number 10. Manila, Philippines. Manila feels like a wild market of sins wrapped in tropical heat. With over 13 million in the metro area, it grabs a reputation score of 8.4/10. The notorious districts? Ermita and Malay glow with neon promise, rows of karaoke bars, clubs, and massage parlors selling comfort with a sly smile. It's not polished, but it's alive, humming with the buzz of motorbikes and laughter. Nightlife variety is endless. Rooftop bars with skyline views, gritty live music dives, glitzy casinos drawing big bets. Party hours? Manila doesn't sleep early. 2 a.m. is normal, while after-hours joints keep going if you ask the right person. Beer is cheap, $1 a bottle, and local rum flows freely, pushing the Philippines to among Asia's highest alcohol consumers per capita. Drugs? Whispered in corners, risky with cops who swing from strict to helpful for a fee. Adult entertainment stands in the open. Go-go bars with dancers and shimmering lights, but behind them are deals locals warn you about. Crime can get rough after midnight, with pickpockets and the occasional brawl. Tourism feeds the scene, with backpackers and business visitors hunting thrills for as little as $10 a night. Local culture is oddly tolerant, smiling, nodding, saying, "Bahala na, whatever happens, happens." As one bartender said with a wink, Manila doesn't judge you. It joins you. But wait, The next city wears old stones and cheap beer like armor, daring you to get lost in its crooked lanes and hidden pleasures. Number 11. Prague, Czech Republic. Prague is a fairy tale that traded its crown for a shot glass. With over 1.3 million people, it claims a reputation score of 8.3/10. The old town and Wenceslas Square glitter with medieval charm but hide bars, clubs, and red light windows that snare tourists like moths to fire. Cobblestone alleys twist you toward absinthe bars glowing green and underground techno dens with a bass shake 600-year-old walls. Nightlife here runs late. Clubs close at 5 a.m., while pubs seem to pour forever. Czechs drink more beer per person than any country on earth. Over 140 liters each year. Pilsner is cheaper than water, making €1 pints the norm. Drugs. Mostly hush-hush but offered if you know someone. Adult entertainment? Prominent, with strip clubs, cabaret shows, and private rooms that play on Prague's reputation for anything goes. Crime. Petty theft lurks in crowded bars, while scams can sour a night. Police mix strict enforcement with tolerance for loud revelry. Tourism is the city's lifeblood. Over 8 million visitors a year seeking stag party chaos or gothic mystery. Locals often roll their eyes but cash in, offering cheap thrills with a polite nod. As one club promoter bragged, Prague doesn't sell you dreams. It sells you permission. But next, we head to a city where cold winds meet hot secrets, and the nightlife bristles with power, danger, and a dark glitter you can't quite scrub off. Number 12. Moscow, Russia. Moscow is an ice queen in a velvet dress, daring you to kiss her hand and risk the bite. With over 12 million people, it flaunts a reputation score of 8.2/10. Friskaya Street and Kite Gorod pulse with opulent nightclubs where gold leaf interiors meet pounding bass. VIP tables? €500 minimum. Go-go dancers? Check. Casinos? Tucked behind velvet curtains, gleaming like treasure chests in the dark. Nightlife hours? Moscow laughs at curfews. Some clubs don't close till 7 a.m., if at all. Alcohol? Russians average nearly 11 liters of pure alcohol yearly per adult, with vodka shots served like holy water. Drug talk is hush-hush but not absent, whispered in circles that know how to keep secrets. Adult entertainment thrives, with high-end strip clubs, escort agencies, and private rooms guarded by men in black. Crime. The stakes are high. Pickpockets and scams thrive on tourists, while bouncers enforce their own brand of order. Police. Both strict and selectively blind, depending on who's paying. Tourism is huge but layered. Some come for the domes and history, others for nights that promise danger. Locals wear stoic faces, but behind them, permission to sin if you can afford it. As one DJ grinned, Moscow doesn't party. It tests your soul. Next up is a city where Caribbean waves meet spring break excess, and the price of sin drops with the sun. Number 13. Cancun, Mexico. Cancun is like a beachside blender set to wild, churning rum, sweat, and neon into one endless party. With around 900,000 people, it holds a reputation score of 8.1/10. The hotel zone is its sparkling stage. 30 kilometers of clubs, bars, and all-inclusive resorts that pour tequila shots like water. Coco Bongo stands out with acrobats soaring above 1,800 screaming guests, while Mandala and the city pack 5,000 partygoers under flashing lights. Party hours? Practically limitless, with many clubs running until 5 a.m. or until the last dancer collapses. Alcohol consumption spikes during spring break, when 100,000 plus students invade for $1 beers and $5 margaritas. Drugs. Discreet but offered on the street, with vendors whispering deals. Adult entertainment? Strip clubs, table dances, and private shows hidden behind dark doors. Crime after dark? Pickpockets and scammers work the crowds, and the occasional fight breaks out when too many shots get poured. Police patrols vary, strict one night, looking the other way the next. Tourism is Cancun's lifeblood, with over 20 million visitors a year spending hundreds on one-night thrills. Locals smile and shrug. Es la fiesta, amigo. As one bartender laughed, Cancun doesn't have rules. It has last calls. But wait, the next city trades beach bars for bohemian alleys, where sin winks behind tapas and timeless art. Number 14. Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona feels like a poet who got drunk on his own verse and danced in the streets. With over 1.6 million people, it flaunts a reputation score of 8.0/10. The Gothic Quarter is a twisting warren of bars glowing like treasure chests in candlelight. El Raval hums with shady promise, while Barceloneta Beach keeps the drinks flowing long after the sun has vanished. Nightlife here is a layered cake, tapas bars buzzing at midnight, flamenco shows crackling with energy, rooftop lounges shimmering above old cathedrals. Superclubs like Pasha and Opium run until 6 a.m., with covers from €20 to €50. Alcohol? Spaniards drink steadily and socially, with sangria and vermouth giving way to gin tonics the size of fishbowls. Drugs? Whispers in club bathrooms. Sold if you know the right nod. Adult entertainment is subtle but there. Cabarets, strip clubs, and private lounges. Crime? Petty theft is an art form here. Watch your wallet in La Rambla after dark. Police? A blend of patient and sudden, depending on the night's mood. Tourism is a golden vein, with over 30 million visitors a year feeding the city's late-night glow. Locals are famously permissive, shrugging, "Es Barcelona." As one bartender teased, Barcelona doesn't sleep. It flirts with you until you give in. But next, a city where the lights flicker for different reasons. Cheap whiskey, backroom deals, and a raw edge you won't soon forget. Number 15. Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Phnom Penh is a smoky candle that flickers between charm and something darker. With over 2 million people, it holds a reputation score of 7.9/10. The notorious districts? Riverside and Street 136, where neon bars beckon with cheap beer and dancers who lean close, promising secrets for a price. The nightlife variety is raw. Pool halls that never close, riverside clubs thumping with EDM, karaoke bars buzzing until sunrise. Party hours? Forget curfews. Many places stay open past 3 a.m. if the owner feels like it. Alcohol? Dirt cheap, with local beers under $1 and whiskey towers shared like communal totems. Drug offers appear in whispers and winks, risky but present if you want to look. Adult entertainment is front and center. Go-go bars, massage parlors, private rooms that don't ask many questions. Crime? Petty theft and scams swirl where the lights dimmest, but serious trouble stays in the shadows for tourists who mind their step. Police can be both strict and flexible, depending on the handshake. Tourism is vital here. Millions drawn by Angkor temples, but staying in Phnom Penh for the anything-goes nightlife at $10 to $50 a night. Locals wear a tired tolerance, saying, "Up to you." As one expat bartender said, Phnom Penh doesn't lie to you. It shows you exactly what you want. But somewhere out there, there are cities even the bold won't name, where the night has no rules at all. These cities prove that when night falls, temptation sells, and there's always someone buying. As tastes evolve, so does the nightlife business. But one thing remains: the human hunger for escape, excess, and forbidden thrills. Which city do you think deserves the crown for most sinful nightlife? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening rankings.